Looking to know more about a class from Pathfinder 2nd Edition? Look no further. This is Class Rundown Pocket Edition. Starting the Impossible Magic Duology is the remastered pair, starting with the Magus. Right, lot to unpack, very short time in a video, let's go. First of all, typo, bounded spellcasting, not a thing anymore. On the Magus, they're going to get smaller amounts of spellcasting, but they're not going to lose spell slots as they increase in level. That is a thing of the past, and there was much rejoicing. A Magus is going to be a Spellblade. They're going to be able to focus on using their arcane spell list proficiencies to augment their strikes with the unique ability of a spell strike. That is to say, any spell that can be cast with 1 or 2 actions can be modified and added to a melee attack or strike of any type, with a couple of the hybrid study subclasses allowing them to make them with a ranged weapon in addition. Arcane Cascade allows them to add force damage to all of their strikes that they make, with the addition that allows them to modify it from force to an energy damage of the same type as a spell that was just previously cast. Cast Fireball, Fire Sword, so on and so forth. Hybrid Study is going to allow them to refresh their spell strikes and give a unique conflux spell and a couple of extra spells of a free cast, based on the overall vibe and flavor. Some of them, like Laughing Shadow or Unfurling Brocade, are going to focus on a little bit more mobility or hindering. Inexorable Iron and Sparkling Targe are going to be about increasing your overall survivability. And Starlit Span, Volatile Spark, and a few others are going to focus on distancing yourself and being able to inflict your spell strikes at a further distance. Combine this with the ability of having a little bit more mobility and lack of heavy armor proficiency and the larger HP pool of some of the other martial classes, the Magus is going to find their home in dealing massive amounts of burst damage, very similar to a swashbuckler, rogue, or a gunslinger. Much like a gunslinger, a Magus is going to struggle heavily on action compression and figuring out what they can do with their 3 actions in a turn and how best to use them effectively. All of this is going to net the Magus a 3-star difficulty rating.